Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Slight adjustment. I've got some equipment off to the side, so sometimes I have to adjust and make sure that, you know, you don't see the step. Anyway, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're really well. I'm super excited today because one of my guilty little pleasures, I don't know when I became this person, but I really liked Casa de Papel, or the money heist. I think, what is that? There's a word for it when you're attracted to intelligence. Anyway, the professor. I just want to have a conversation. The whole criminals that you're rooting for thing, I don't know how I got suckered into this. And it's a foreign film with English dubbed, and I'm super excited. I haven't started the last season yet because I want to watch it with my husband, and so I promised him I'd hold off and not watch it. Netflix, I think it's a show. Anyway, imagine my surprise when I see that NYX comes out with a money heist collection. I didn't buy everything in the collection. It had some cute pieces. It has like this gold bar makeup bag with the cute little logos. This actually got sent for free with a purchase. I purchased all this stuff, but this was complimentary with it as like gift with purchase. And it says Netflix, La Casa de Papel, money heist. And I also picked up one of the eyeliners. Actually, no. I picked up the liquid liner, and then I think these two liners are also from the same. I know the green one is. I got the green one and then I got a brown one, but I can't remember if the brown one was part of the collection or not. I think so. I think the eyeliners were. I thought maybe we'd do a look or two or something with this eyeshadow palette. I know that there are some YouTubers I saw when this was announced, they were like, don't know the show, don't really like it, don't really care for the, I'm trying to open this here, for the oddly shaped palettes. Like, this doesn't really, how cute is this, huh? They had a mirror too. I almost bought the mirror. I gotta be honest, not all NYX eyeshadow palettes do I love. They're probably some of my least reached for. Hold on. It's taped at the bottom. I can't ever gracefully do like ASMR. So ungraceful. I don't know why I bother even trying to do that. One of these days I'll figure out that whole ASMR unwrapping things. So anyway, I picked up this, and I'm sure I got this from Ulta. Meant to use my $10 off $40 purchase, whatever, and I forgot. So that was kind of dumb, but I think this palette runs for $40 naturally. I suspect it's gonna go on sale before too long. But this is a fun palette because a couple things. One, you get a wide variety of shades, and I thought that the shades were actually very wearable. When you look at it, you know, it's almost like you see so much because there are so many shades in here. I'm trying to get it turned a little bit so I don't glare with the foil background. At first I was worried that there would be too many light shades, but there's really not. They don't have them really in a good order. Like, you've got one up here and one down here, and kind of my OCD, my type A personality really wants things to be a little bit more organized. It feels very shimmer heavy right in the middle, but then when you actually train your eye to not look at the shimmers and you look at the negative space, then you've got some really gorgeous mattes in here too. You've got some green shades in here, some browns, some burgundies, some plummy colors, gold, probably a little too heavy on the gold. You've got, that's a version of gold, that's more of a copper, gold. A lot of gold shimmer in here, maybe even that one too. I don't know that I needed all that, but I think that there's some fun colors in here. Did I need a Casa de Papel money heist? I don't know. I really like the show. There we go. That was my justification behind it. I told my husband, and this is annoying. This doesn't actually open all the way. I don't know how to get it to stay open. I don't want to break the spine. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I've got it kind of half V'd up to try to get it to stay open here. I'm just unwrapping the rest of the stuff. When I told my husband that they had released this, he was like, really? And if you know my husband at all, or if you've ever heard me talk about him, he's actually pretty supportive of my collection. I don't usually get a whole lot of pushback from him. And that was one there where he was like, really? And I'm like, well, I love the show. And he goes, okay, I get it. No, I wasn't asking his permission. I was gonna buy it. Well, I already bought it, but I was kind of excited about it. And I don't know that he necessarily shared all of my enthusiasm, but he liked the show well enough. Enough that when I said it was back on Netflix, we'd kind of terminated our Netflix account. He's like, okay, we'll get back on Netflix so you can watch it, which translates to we can watch it together, because that's what's gonna happen. I was thinking that this was an eyeliner, but it's not. It's a lip liner. Let's try this. Most definitely not part of the collection, and that's okay. This is one of those lip pencils from NYX that you just always have to have. What shade is this? This is Nutmeg. I think it was one of the two that I was really looking forward to, and I'm glad I have it. Now, I do have a green eyeliner and a liquid eyeliner, which I'm guessing is black. I have another new lipstick. I'm just gonna grab this one. This is one from Natasha Denona. This was a color that I didn't already have. Let's just throw this on the lips really fast, huh? I love these I Needed Nudes. They're normally $25, and if you get them on sale or get them with like VIB or whatever. This one's a little bit more of a darker nude than the other ones that I have, but I like it. I think it looks okay with the lip liner too. How many looks do I need to do? There's so many shadows in here. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. There are 32 shades in here, and it didn't come in another box. So 32 shades. It says color palette in a bunch of languages. It is made in China. It does have an 18-month shelf life if you're interested in details like that. Let's just put together a look, shall we? I might go a little bit out of my comfort zone, you guys. It'll be kind of fun. It's been a while since I've used a NYX eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use a little bit of the e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm just going to use a little bit of this as my eyeshadow base. I normally don't use concealers for my eyeshadow primer or my eyeshadow base. Today I'm kind of feeling it, and I like that shade. My Drug Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base is a little light. It makes a good canvas, hence the name, but I like this as a shade a little bit better, and because it's the hydrating one, I feel like it's maybe a little bit better for my eyelids. Ladies of a certain age, you know, mature eyelids and that kind of thing. Okay, let's get into this. I'm gonna start with this bone shade over here, just kind of on a fluffy brush. There's enough kick up. And this is just going to kind of set down that concealer, especially on top a little bit. I don't mind if it's a little tacky down closer to my lash line, because that tends to be where I put my shimmers anyway, so if it's a little stickier there, that's okay. And this is barely discernible on my eyelid at all, which is completely fine. You guys, I'm going into this bright fuchsia down here called Red Jumpsuit. It's not a red eyeshadow. We almost did those for Halloween. We were thought about doing them last year, but with COVID and people not really doing much for Halloween, we ended up not. And then this year we did like Venetian masquerade stuff. Okay, this is fun. This is different than when I didn't know where direction I was going in here. I should probably do multiple looks. If you guys want me to come back and do multiple looks with this palette, it'd be a super easy task to do. I think this is going to be a fun palette to play with, especially if you enjoy color. Even if you don't enjoy color, you just kind of occasionally dip into it, maybe for a liner or something. This gives you the everyday wearable shades too, which is something that I absolutely look for in an eyeshadow. Okay, or an eyeshadow palette, being able to have multiple looks with the same palette. There is some kick up. Be aware of that. I'm gonna go into the orangey color here right in the center. This one is called Uno Mas, and right up next to fuchsia. All right, blending well together. You know what? I don't know why I've been kind of turning up my nose at NYX palettes. I've got several of them, and I just don't ever use them. Maybe because I've got a lot, and then you can't really use all of them. So that's probably the majority of it right there, is you just like literally can't use all the palette. They're not usually the first ones I gravitate toward. This one's going to be hard to travel with just because it is such a large palette. It doesn't really fit in with the theme. So this is more of like a gift for somebody who really likes the show. Colors are really pretty though, huh? Okay. I think I'm gonna go in with this, the lightest. It's almost like a champagne-y rose gold, maybe. It's a champagne shimmer with a little bit of pink to it. And I'm taking this, the last inner third, all the way into my inner tear duct here. I like the contrast between light and dark, and especially on my close set hooded eyes, I think that tends to work pretty well. Now this is where we go a little crazy, right? Because I can't just leave with this sort of ombre. I almost want to call it like a tie-dye. I can't just leave that alone, right? I've got to go into some of the darker greens here. So I'm going to actually, let's clean up under my eyes a little bit before we get crazy. I did pick up the NYX Serum Bear With Me Concealer. Let's see, it's concealer serum. I think this is the one that everybody's been jonesing after. I think when I looked for this the first time, I couldn't find it anywhere. People have been really talking about it, and I thought, you know what, I like serum foundations, and I thought maybe this would be a good one for kind of bringing up under the eyes a little bit. This is in shade, I got shade Vanilla, we'll see. There wasn't a ton of choices when I was looking. A little light, frankly. A little light. Apparently a little goes a long way with this too. I'm taking this up over the bridge of my nose just because I do have that discoloration from glasses. Okay, most of my serum foundations, I feel like they're very, very much liquidy. And this one's got a little bit of a thicker consistency. Now I know it's not a foundation. It literally bills itself as a concealer. I've been trying to do more color correcting under my eyes. And this obviously isn't, you know, doing that color correcting, but boy, it is brightening. Wow. So vanilla might be too light for me. And I think what I'm mostly interested in how does it feel on those under eyes, because that's really where I wanted it. For being something that felt a little thicker, I thought it would settle into those lines a little bit more, and it really didn't. Could I go a little higher? Yes, I did have another look on earlier. Let's do something a little on the under the eyes to give my eyes a little bit more, I don't know, they're feeling very small right now. And I think it's because of the lighter color. I need to go into Print Money, which is this one right here. Obviously a green color, but it's like a green shimmer. Not a lot of kick up on that, but I'm gonna put a little bit of it underneath here. And then I'm gonna go a little darker towards the outside. And then we're gonna go into Lisboa, which again is another shimmer, but it's a darker shimmer. I'm on the outside right here. That's kind of like a gunmetal gray. I really like that. And I know I'm feeling a little like heavy, but I feel like my eyes don't look quite so lost right now, if that makes sense. Now there is a black in here called Revolt. Let's do that on a little bit of a damp brush. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Put a little bit of mascara on. I like the look, and I think it's fun to do this kind of like green with the fuchsia and the orange. Definitely a little bit more colorful than I would normally wear. Now, a couple thoughts, and I just smeared that up there. Okay, we'll go with that. Couple thoughts. One, would I leave the house with this much kind of color on my eyelids? Yeah, for date night I probably would, absolutely. Probably not a daytime look, but I think I got a good enough gauge on the colors and how the colors work together that I think I would get a lot of use out of this palette. I think it's actually kind of fun. I like the fact that they're a little bit smaller of a pan size. They're not a big ginormous pan size. I'm not going to end up panning this palette. This is not one that's, you know, be obsessed with and work all the way through. I do feel like it's got a good range. Maybe a little too heavy on the gold. I didn't need all the gold because like you have so many gold shades here. Look at all of these. All these are, and I don't have a clean place to swatch this. Hold on. Hold please. There are so many golds in this palette. Some of them seem like they're a copper gold. Some of them a little bit more of maybe a green gold. I didn't need all those golds. Give me one and I would have been fine with it. For a 32 pan eyeshadow palette, you have a good range in here. This Professor color is kind of like a dark olive green. Love that. I think that would actually go really well with some of the other shades in here. I think you have a good range for a rainbow palette. Yeah, the pros are you get a lot of shades, right? A lot to do with, and it's not too big of an eyeshadow pan. The con, I think, is this is a $40 palette if you don't get this on sale. Hopefully this will go on sale soon with NYX. NYX eyeshadow palettes, I feel, like NYX in general, I feel like their price point has really increased. I don't know that this is a $40 palette for me. Did I pay $40 for it? Almost. Yeah, I think, did I get it on sale? I don't know. I might have used a small coupon or points or something like that, but I pretty much paid full price for it. This serum, concealer serum, okay, vanilla is maybe a little bit too light for me. So it definitely has that under eye brightening effect on my skin tone right now. But I certainly like the way it looks under my eyes. So this is a sleeper. I sometimes you get something that's like a viral TikTok thing and you go, okay, that looks great on the TikTok stars, the Instagram models, the younger demographic. Does it work on ladies of a certain age? And I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say I actually like the way this looks under my eyes. And I don't like much about my under eyes. It just kind of comes with the territory. Shadows were pigmented. They blended together well. I think you got a good range. This is a little tacky for me. I mean, I'm glad, I mean, I didn't pay for it. It came as a gift with purchase. Probably wouldn't travel with this. Frankly, it's just a little much for me. There might be some people that really enjoy it. And if you're a gold bar lover, then okay. I don't even know who to gift it to, so truth be told. Oh, I didn't use, shoot. I didn't use this. I didn't use the two other eyeliners I bought. So let's try this here. This is the green one, and I have a little transfer already. So we're gonna just use this in my waterline here. Probably would like my under eyes a little bit less, or a little bit more if I didn't pull them down like that. Typical quality, exactly what I would expected. No issues with that. Might as well go all in. Let's try the liquid eyeliner here. This is a lot. I might have to go out tonight or something. Should I leave this on? I don't mind it. This is actually really pretty. This reminds me of, is it Hourglass that has the gold? Somebody I feel like has a gold component like this. Let's just see what this looks like here. Let me grab a little close-up mirror here. Oh yeah. Now I'm not a lover of liquid eyeliners. I always feel like I get a little crazy with them. Maybe they transfer on my hooded lids, but that actually went on really well. So I'm basically just kind of putting it right up against the lash line. If I don't do that and I go too high with it, I lose whatever little lid that I have, that little lid space. I'm gonna bring this in a little bit more here to make it look like I've got a little thicker lash line, especially closer in where I've maybe missed some of the mascara. For a black liquid liner, this is perfectly fine. I actually really like it. Yay for that. We'll see how long it takes before it dries out. Okay, you guys, there's my makeup look using a lot of NYX stuff, a number of NYX products, and the Casa de Papel, or House of Money Heist eyeshadow palette. There you go. The Money Heist palette, yeah, it's fun. I mean, it ends up being a little bit over $1 per shade. I'll dip into this for date night or something fun when I need to, just because of all the colors. I like it. And if you were at all curious, I say wait for a sale. It's fine. The quality is perfectly fine. $40, unless you really love the show. Yeah, wait for a sale. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Again, I didn't get any of this in PR. This is all, I'm not sponsored, affiliate, endorsed with anybody. May never be, with my honest opinions. But I hope you guys are doing really well. And yeah, until my next video. Bye for now.